Welcome back. The Joburg Zoo is turning 120 years old this month, and for the whole of March, you'll get, or rather have access to the zoo at an incredible price, just 20 Rand per person. Jenny Moodley is the Joburg Zoo spokesperson, and she joins us now. Jenny, a pleasure to have you on the program, and also congratulations on the 120th anniversary of the Johannesburg Zoo. Can you share with us some insights into the zoo's journey from its humble beginnings, housing only 5 animals, to now boasting over 2,000?
Yes, the Joburg Zoo, which is an iconic space for many residents and visitors to the city of Joburg, is transitioning since 1904 from concrete cages where we hosted just 5 animals to currently boasting over 2,000 specimens in spacious, open, and of course landscaped enclosures. So we're quite excited. We're rolling out the red carpet for our residents. We will be marking the birthday celebrations from the 1st, and we've already seen a number of visitors coming to the zoo all the way to the 29th. And yes, as you mentioned, at an astonishing 20 rands entrance fee.
So as a spokesperson for the Johannesburg Zoo, you've mentioned in recent times celebrating with wildlife enthusiasts and adventure seekers. What special events or even surprises can visitors expect during this month-long celebration of the zoo's anniversary?
Yes, so not only do we have the 20 Rand access for all our visitors coming in, but anybody celebrating their birthday in March will enjoy free access. We started off on the 1st, of course, yesterday and the day before. People came through the zoo. On the 10th, we will host a zoo trot. This is the Sunday, the 10th of March, bright and early, and we'll be celebrating with cake as well. We go into the 14th, where we'll be hosting a number of senior citizens. We're encouraging homes where elderly persons are based to join us. We'll be making sure that the animals there's curators on hand. And of course, we've got the birthday bash on the 21st of March. And there you will have live music. We will have face painting for the children. We're encouraging you to pack your picnic baskets, bring your sun hats, and of course, pack a packet for your litter. We want to keep the zoo spotless and clean as well.
So the zoo is offering phenomenal discounts, as we've mentioned, and free entry for those celebrating their birthdays. How do you hope these promotions will encourage more people to actually visit the zoo and engage with its diverse wildlife and conservation efforts?
Well, the Joburg Zoo remains the window to environmental education in the city of Joburg. And for us, it's about increasing our footfall, building through animal education, through conservation, our conservation efforts. We'll be able to share some of these best practices with our visitors and also build a greater level of civic ownership and pride for our environmental spaces. So for us, now more than ever, zoos matter. We're saying on the backdrop of high levels of poaching, reduction of space for animals, the impact of climate change and so on, zoos matter now more than ever. And we would like to share that with our visitors. We'd like to say to them that the Joburg Zoo remains one of the finest outdoor experiences in the city of Joburg. And as you can imagine, very affordable for the whole family. We host a number of schools. We bring in schools through the Masimbambisani project, which is an environmental conservation education program targeting schools in your vulnerable areas. And we bus these learners to the zoo and, of course, share our environmental education with learners. Similarly, we've got a number of initiatives hosting the elderly from various homes throughout the city of Joburg. We're encouraging visitors to use the facility for birthday parties. We've had weddings at the zoo. So we're saying the zoo remains your first option when it comes to an outdoor experience in the city of Joburg.
Jenny, let's fast forward to the grand birthday bash on the 21st of March. I mean, it does sound like an exciting event with live music, face painting, and also safari to catch a glimpse of the Big Five. How do events like these help to create memorable experiences for visitors, but also strengthen their connection to wildlife conservation?
Yes. For us, bringing in, using the zoo as the window to environmental education, we're able to have curators on standby, basically sharing some of the habitats. For example, our elephants. We've had 3 large elephants at the zoo, and we have a number of education programs on what their habitats are. How the 2 at the zoo we've now brought them on board at the Joburg Zoo. So there's a number of initiatives largely focusing on conservation and education. For us, the birthday is a platform to celebrate this huge milestone, a whole 120 years of conservation in the city of Joburg, and of course celebrate some of the amazing conservation programs that the Joburg Zoo has been part of. Some of the Pickersgill reed frog conservation and breeding program has seen a number of the Pickersgill reed frog being rehabilitated and placed back in the St. Lucia wetlands. And of course, we know that frogs help to limit the number of the mosquito population. Yeah. So similarly, we have the Wattle Crane project. We know that during the peak of COVID, we had an operation on our makoko, our gorilla. Makoko was placed in a chopper, taken to Onderstepoort, and of course we found that he had a sinus issue. A polyp was removed, and similarly we had other conservation programs. And for us, this is a leading institution, and we want to continue to encourage visitors through those gates. The footfall is extremely important, not only in terms of the gate takings, but also to build a larger awareness of what the city of Joburg is about, what conservation is about, how important our environment is now that we're in the midst of issues around climate change and so on. So for us, it's critical that we can educate our learners, particularly that are coming through those gates, and families. We look at conservation programs all the way, looking at even litter. Litter is a huge concern in the city of Joburg. So for us, it's how do we inculcate a greater level of awareness, how to dispose and recycle, and a number of various other initiatives. We have a dedicated marketing and education team based at the Joburg Zoo, and their primary aim is to meaningfully engage with learners coming through our gates.
Yeah. Jenny, let me thank you for your time. That concludes our conversation with Jenny Moodley. She's the spokesperson for the Johannesburg Zoo, reminding us of the rich history and vibrant spirit that has defined the zoo's 120-year journey.